All right, so here's our lineups for Game 3 in Seattle. We are at home now. And, yeah, so Turner's still leading off. Soto's going to play left again. White, Bush is DHing. Bailey's going to catch. Lewis is in right. Moss is at third. Jonathan Clase is going to play center this game, as Polanco is going to be on the bench. And we're going to see if Clase can do something for us. And then Marte is still in the ninth spot and playing shortstop, obviously. And then also Logan Gilbert is on the hill. Alrighty, so let's get things underway here. Game number 3, it's all knotted up at 1. We are here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. And Vargas versing Logan Gilbert. It's a 2-2 count, and he strikes out to lead off the game. Beautiful. Gleyber Torres is now up. We are going to shift him to the left. Or no, we're going to weak shift him to the left, and then we're going to pitch to him, so it's an 0-1 count. And he pops that one up into deep left center field. Clase ranges back and makes the play for out number 2. Now it's Jason Dominguez, who we are going to weak shift to the right and then pitch to him. Here comes the pitch to Dominguez. He is going to pop this one up into shallow center field, and Clase makes that one as well. So 3 down in the inning. It's now bottom of the first. Trey Turner's at the dish facing Sean Semple. And we're going to swing away. So it's a 1-0 count to Trey Turner. Here comes the pitch, and he slices one into right field. Base knock, Trey Turner to lead off the game for the Mariners. It's Soto at first. We're going to take the first pitch. All right, that's in the first strike. Then we're going to steal. Turner does not like the jump, so he holds it first. Then we're going to swing away. And Soto strikes out with a full count. So Turner... Evan White, just swing away, also works a full count, and that's going to be an inning and a ground play, so nothing going for the Mariners in the first. And now it's going to be on to the top of the 7th. Logan Gilbert heads back out there, facing Giancarlo Stanton. Shift to the left, outfield deep, and it's an 0-2 count to him. Struck him out. Beautiful. 1 down in the inning. Next batter up is Mike Ford, who we're going to pitch to. Full count. And he grounds out to second base. Turner makes the play. Beautiful. 2 down in the inning. Next batter up is Andujar. We're going to shift him to the left. Pitch to him. And ball 4. So he takes his base. Andujar's on first. It's now Haniger. We are also going to shift to the left and pitch to him. Looks like he's first pitch swinging. And he's going to ground into that shift for out number 3. And we move things on to the bottom of the 2nd inning, where Michael Bush is going to lead it off. 0-1 count. Ground ball to first. That's 1 down as Mike Ford steps on the bag himself. Next batter up is Patrick Bailey. 0-1 count to him. And that's going to be ripped into right center field as Patrick Bailey keeps on hitting. This man is incredible. A blast to right center field puts the Mariners up 1-0 here in the ALDS. So that's 1-0, yeah. Kyle Lewis at the dish now with 1 out. 0-2 count. He's going to ground out the shortstop, so 2 down in the inning. And now it's Keith Ron Moss. Just swing away with him. Works the count full. And he strikes out. But we take a 1-0 lead on a Patrick Bailey solo shot as we're on to the top of the 3rd. And it's Gary Sanchez, so we're going to shift him to the left and pitch to him. As he pops this one up to deep left center field. That's a high fly ball, and it's going to be over the fence. Wait. He robbed him? Oh my god, Jonathan Clase in center field just robbed Gary Sanchez of a home run. Beautiful. Already paying off playing this guy in center. So he robs him of a home run. And now it's DJ LeMahieu with 1 out. 1-1 count, grounds out to Marte. Beautiful. So 2 down now. It is Vargas, the leadoff hitter. Here comes the 0-1, and that's going to be out of here, though. No chance to rob that one. Alexander Vargas rips one into the right field seats. It's now tied up at 1 here in the 3rd inning, as that brings up Gleyber Torres, who we will Weak shift. Oh, no, weak shift to the left. What am I saying? Weak shift to the left, and pitch to him. And he grounds into that shift for the third out of the inning, but the Yankees do tie it up on an Alexander Vargas home run. And we move things on to the bottom of the third, where the man who robbed the home run, Jonathan Clase, is up at the dish. We're just going to swing away with him. Works the 3-2 count. And he's going to pop one up into the infield. That'll be put away by Andujar, so 1 down in the inning. Now it's Marte, who is going to be first pitch swinging here. And he grounds out to his own position as Vargas makes the play. Now we're back to the top of the order with Trey Turner, who works a full count. And goes down looking strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees as the Mariners go down. We're on to the top of the fourth here. And it's Jason Dominguez, who we are going to weak shift to the right. And pitch to him. It's an 0-1 count. He pops that one up into left field. And Soto makes the play in left center. The 1 down in the inning. Now it's Giancarlo Stan, who we are going to shift to the left and play him deep. Pitch to him. It's a 1-1, and he grounds into that shift as Marte makes the play. That's 2 down in the inning. And now it's Mike Ford, who will pitch to 3-0 count. Not great there. And they walk him. So Ford's on first. It's now Andujar, who we will shift to the left. And, yeah, 1-2 count. He pops it up into shallow left center field. Looks like Clase's coming on, and he makes the play for out number 3. So a good inning there for Gilbert. We move things on to the fourth, or bottom of the fourth. Sean Semple's on the hill. Soto works the 3-2 count, and he pops one up into center field. Dominguez, that's an easy play for him. So 1 down in the inning. Now it's Evan White, who works a 2-2 count. And he slices one over to first, but it's going to be infield single. Wow. Evan White beating it out down the first base line. Beautiful to see. So Evan White's on first with 1 out. Here's Michael Busch. Works a 3-0 count. He draws a 4-pitch walk. So Michael Busch and Evan White on first and second here with 1 out. And Patrick Bailey's at the dish. Just swing away, my man. He's first pitch swinging. And he's ripping a ball into left center field. He just keeps on hitting. That's going to drive in 1. And the second runner is Busch, who's going to hold up at third. But it's an RBI double for Bailey. And it puts up the Yankees, or puts up the Mariners 2-1 in this game. As it's second and third now with 1 out for Kyle Lewis, who is going to swing away. Works the count full, and he struck out. So 2 down, runners on second and third for Keith Ron Moss, who's also going to swing away. And he gets a ball through the right side of the infield. That should drive in 2. It's a 2 RBI double for Keith Ron Moss, the man who started the year in Double-A as a guy we traded for just to sort of be like a swap for Joey Gerber to get him off the Triple-A roster. And he's been really good for us down the stretch here. Tore up Double-A, tore up Triple-A, then he came up to the bigs, and now he's delivering here in the playoffs as we take a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the fourth. And now it's Jonathan Clase at the plate. 0-1 count to him, hits a dribbler out to the left side of the infield, and that with his speed is going to be an infield single. So runners on the corners now, 2 outs for Marte. Can the shortstop come up big here? Works a 2-2 count as he pops one up to the infield, and he cannot make anything with that. But we do have a 3-run lead here thanks to Patrick Bailey's 2-run double. And, 1-run double. It was a 1-run double for Patrick Bailey, and then a 2-run double for Keith Ron Moss. So it's a 4-1 game, top of the 5th. Logan Gilbert facing Mitch Haniger here. Shift him to the left and pitch to him. It's a full count. And he grounds into that shift. Beautiful. 1 down in the inning. Gary Sanchez, who we will also shift to the left and then play him deep. Pitching to him. And he also grounds into the shift. So 2 down in the inning. Next batter up is LeMahieu. Just pitch to him. 0-1 count. And he's going to ground out the shortstop as well as Marte whips that one across the diamond. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. Move things on, bottom of the fifth. Trey Turner leading off. 1-2 count, whiffs through it, out number one. Next batter up is Juan Soto, works a 3-1 count, and he takes ball four. So Soto is on first base. Evan White, 0-1 count, is going to hit a ball that is caught by the Mayhew in shallow right field. So 2 down, Soto still on first. Michael Busch, full count. Dribbler down the third baseline. This could be an infield single with his speed, and it is! Michael Busch beats it out for an infield single, so it's first and second now as Chris Sale has entered the game in relief for the Yankees here to face Patrick Bailey, the switch-hitting catcher who is tearing the cover off the ball. What's he going to do here? It looks like he's first pitch swinging, and he's going to keep on hitting down the left field line. Beautiful. My game just froze. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're going to send him. And it looks like he scored. Beautiful. He scored. That is just fantastic. Bailey keeps on hitting a 2-run double for Patrick Bailey. He now has 7 ribbies in the playoffs here. 3 home runs. He's hitting .625. I mean, this guy is incredible. Jesus. So yeah, he's on second base now, in scoring position with some decent speed. Kyle Lewis at the plate. He works a 2-1 count, and he hits a ground ball at the shortstop, and that's going to be the end of the inning, though. But not before the Mariners take a 6-1 lead as we move things on to the 6th inning. So Logan Gilbert facing Alexander Vargas here. 2-0 count to him. That's not a good count to be in. As Vargas hits a ball at the right field, but this time not deep enough, as Kyle Lewis ranges over and makes the play for out number 1. Now it's Gleyber Torres, who we're going to weak shift to the left here. 1-2 count to him, and he whiffs through it. So back-to-back outs. It's 2 down in the inning. Now it's Jason Dominguez, who we're going to weak shift to the right here. And he hits a ball, hard hit to deep left field, and that's over the fence, but luckily with a 5-run lead, the lead's now only cut down to 4, so it's a 6-2 game, as Jason Dominguez hits a solo shot, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton at the dish, who we are going to shift him as usual. 1-2 count, and he goes down swinging. 2 Ks in the inning for Logan Gilbert, and it's still a 6-2 lead as we move things on to the bottom of the 6th. Chris Sale still on the hill, Keith Ron Moss at the dish. Here comes the pitch, and Moss grounds at the second base for the first out of the inning. Next batter up is Clase, who's going to swing away. And he goes down looking, and then Marte comes to the dish, and he's going to hit a ball right back at Chris Sale, so it's a 1-2-3 inning. Gilbert's still on the hill here for the top of the 7th. Mike Ford is at the dish. We're going to play him deep in the outfield, but the infield's going to stay normal. The 2-2 count. And that's a ground ball right to Evan White, who makes the play because he is a vacuum over there at first base. So White for the first out. Now it's Andujar, who we are going to shift to the left here. And the pitch to him is grounded into that very shift for out number 2. Now it's Haniger, who we are also going to shift to the left, and pitch to him, 0-1 count, and he hits a rocket into left field, and that's also over the fence, another solo shot, as it's now a 3-run lead for the Yankees, as Mitch Haniger comes up in his former ballpark here to cut the lead in half. So now it's Gary Sanchez. We're going to see if Gilbert can get through Sanchez here. So shift him to the left here, outfield deep, and pitch to him. First pitch swinging, that's a high fly ball into deep right center field. Lewis ranges back, makes the play for out number 3. So Gilbert gets through 7, and then we're going to warm somebody up once we get 1 out here to have somebody come, or we'll warm somebody up now, why not? Oh, we can't warm somebody up because I clicked on the wrong thing. I forgot how it switches when if you're home or away. So, we're going to be heading into the 8th here with, it'll be LeMahieu, Vargas, and Torres. We could really bring in anybody here, preferably a right-hander. So, somebody like LJ Newsome? Aquino, maybe? We're gonna go LJ Newsome. We're gonna get LJ Newsome up in the pen to bring him in the 8th. And Trey Turner's gonna swing away here against Chris Sale, who's gonna ground out to third base for out number 1 in the inning. Next batter up is Juan Soto. Works a 2-0 count. And he's going to pop one up into the infield, so that's 2 down in the inning. Next batter up is Evan White. Works a 1-2 count. And he's going to hit a pop fly into deep right center field, or more so right field, but it's going to be caught by Haniger out there at the track. So 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. It is now time to bring in LJ Newsome out of the bullpen to pitch this 8th inning. Facing DJ LeMahieu, just pitch to him. 2-2 count here. The high control man, LeMahieu, gives up a rocket, but Soto, cannot make the play as LeMahieu hits a home run, and it's now all of a sudden only a 2-run lead for the Mariners as the 9-hitter LeMahieu comes up clutch, and now it's Vargas at the dish. 1-0 count. And Newsome gives up a hit to Vargas. So back-to-back hits for the Yankees here. Not ideal. We're going to get... clicked on the wrong thing again. We're going to get Aquino up in the pen here, I think. I mean, we could... No, we're going to... It's the heart of the order coming up for them, so we're actually going to warm up Delaplane now. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to go infield, double play depth. Yeah. No, we're going to go weak shift left. Weak shift left, and pitch to him. 2-1 count. He pops it up into right field. Lewis comes on and makes the play. So runner on first with 1 out now. Jason Dominguez, who we are going to weak shift right, outfield deep. And pitch to him. LJ Newsome gets a ground ball, and that's not going to be a double play as they hold on to it. They do not get Dominguez at first, but it's 2 down with Giancarlo Stanton here up here. We're going to shift to the left, play the outfield deep, and pitch to him. A 1-0 count. That's not good to see, and he hits a rocket into left field, and that's over the fence. They've tied the game. They have tied the game. I should have brought in Mills. I figured that maybe I'd be out of the inning with Newsome, and I made the wrong decision. I made the wrong call. Stanton ties the game. We just blew, what was it, a 5-run lead? We just blew it. As the Yankees offense hits another home run, and it's now tied at 6 here in the top of the 8th. Or not Mills, I mean Delaplane. But we are going to bring in Delaplane now as we visit the mound. And Delaplane comes in to replace LJ Newsome. And he's going to pitch to him. A 3-2 count here to Mike Ford. And he gets him, strike 3. So they get a bunch of homers that inning and tie the game up at 6. We're on to the bottom of the 8th where Jonathan Loaizaga has come into the game. Who we did rock when he came in Game 2, didn't we? I'm pretty sure. Or did not pitch Game 2. I don't know. I forget. when he came in. But anyway, he's in this game to face Michael Busch here in the bottom of the 8th. And we're going to swing away with him. So it's a 2-1 count. Loaizaga facing Michael Busch. And Busch is going to hit a line drive into left field, but it's going to be right at Stanton for out number 1. Now it's Patrick Bailey. Works a 2-2 count. And he strikes out. So Patrick Bailey cannot deliver there. Now it's Kyle Lewis, who is going to swing away. Ground ball to shortstop, nothing going, 1-2-3 inning. And now it's time for Delaplane to just get through these guys here. So Andujar, shift to the left, pitch to him. It's an 0-2 count. And he gets that over the head of the shift. That's going to be a base knock for Andujar. So he's on first. It's now Mitch Haniger. We're going to shift to the left here. And we're also... Yeah, just pitch to him. 2-1 count. That's not good to see. They lay down a bunt. And they go to second with it. Why couldn't you just take the easy out, Bailey? What are you doing? So they've got 2 runners on with nobody out now. And it's Gary Sanchez who we're going to shift to the left. And then play the outfield deep. And we're also going to get somebody up in the pen, like Wyatt Mills. And pitch to him. That's over the head of the shift. And that's going to score a run, and the Yankees have now taken a 7-6 lead. Here in the top of the 9th inning, Sam Delaplane has blown it. It's now DJ LeMahieu at the plate. Mills is still cold. I guess just pitch to him. 1-0 count. Lays down a bunt. They take the easy out there. Finally get an out. Now it's second and third with 1 out. Vargas is at the dish. And now we're going to visit the mound. He's still warming up. But yeah, Wyatt Mills is going to come into the game to replace Delaplane. And we're going to go infield in. Outfield normal. And he just pitched to him normally. So 1-0 count here. Pops it up into first base foul. And White drops it! Oh my god, he drops it. That's an error on the sure-handed first baseman of Evan White. I mean, what's going on? A 1-1, 2-2 count now. Please. Yes! Ground ball to the infield, then that's 2 down. Nobody comes in to score there. So now it's Gleyber Torres, who we are going to weak shift to the left. Outfield's going to be normal, and we're just going to pitch to him normally. It's a 1-1 count, and he pops it up to Evan. No, he's in foul territory for Trey Turner, who makes the play. Oh my goodness, that's a good play from Turner there, as we hold it to only a 1-run lead here, and we have a chance to either go down 2-1 here or try to tie it up or take the lead and walk it off. Keith Ron Moss, I think we're going to keep rolling with him because he's been hitting. So he's facing Loizaga here. And we're just going to swing away. It's a 3-0 count. Can you walk in on base? He can. Moss is on first base. It's now Clase, who we are going to pinch hit for. With... I don't know, maybe. Do we go with Clase, or... I don't know, I feel like this is just way too big of a spot for Clase. We could go with Polanco and just get his bat in there. Or we could go with Cal. I think we're going to go with Cal Raleigh. Man. Yeah, we're going to go with Cal Raleigh here. Pinch hitting for Jonathan Clase. Bam. So he comes into pinch hit, and we're just going to, swing away. Works the count 3-2. And he slices it down the left field line. Cal Raleigh delivers here as a pinch hitter. And Moss is going to hold up at third. So it's runners on second and third with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 9th, they still have Loizaga on the hill here. It is now Marte, who I think we're going to pinch hit for as well. With, I think Polanco is the man. I think we got to go with Polanco here. Yeah. Polanco is going to come in to pinch hit for Marte. Can Gregory Polanco play hero? Swing away. 3-2 count. And he draws a walk. So bases are loaded. Nobody out. Trey Turner. Swing away. It's a 1-1 count. And he hits a ball to deep center field. That's going to tag up at least one. So we have tied the game at 7. Beautiful. It's a tie game at 7. So we have runners on the corners now with 1 out. And it's Juan Soto, just the man we want up. Yes, we want to swing away. He works a 3-2 count, and he walks. So bases loaded again with 1 out. Evan White, another man we want up at the plate. They finally bring in a new pitcher in Rosny Contreras. and we're going to swing away with him. It's a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Evan White! That should tag him up. He heads home, and the Mariners win! The Mariners win! Oh my goodness. And 8-7, we blew the lead, but we took it back in the bottom of the ninth and walk it off due to some clutch hitting in the ninth inning. And Evan White, the sac fly, tags up Cal Raleigh, and we win the game. 8-7, and we have taken a 2-1 lead in the ALDS. We are one game away from advancing to the ALCS. All right, so we're running with that same lineup that we just had for Game 3 here in Game 4. And, yeah, and then we're also going to start Mike Soroka here on short rest. He's only got 71% rest status. He's slightly tired, but we're gonna throw him. We're gonna throw him on 3 days rest because this is the playoffs. Our bullpen is extremely rested, so he should be fine to go through. Like, even if he just goes 4 or 5 innings, that's fine. Well, we have plenty of guys in the bullpen to pick him up, so we're going to go with that. Soroka's pitching on short days rest. I wouldn't even be opposed to, like, throwing Jacob Key in relief or another one of our starters in relief. I do not want this game going Game 5. We need to win Game 4 here and move on to the ALCS, so let's get into it. All right, Mike Soroka throwing the first pitch of the game here. It's all or nothing for New York today. Mike Soroka on 3 days rest. Pitching to Alexander Vargas. Ground ball to Marte. 1 down. Beautiful. Next batter up is Gleyber Torres, who is going to be weak shifted left and pitch to. First pitch swinging, and he's going to hit a ball to deep left field. Gleyber Torres, first inning home run. And the Yankees take a 1-0 lead here. So Jason Dominguez is up now. And we're going to pitch to him. It's a 2-2 count. And he goes down swinging. Bounces back with a K. Now it's Giancarlo Stanton. We're going to pitch to him. It's a 1-2 count. And he strikes him out too. So they get a solo shot. That's fine. It's a 1-0 Yankees lead after the top of the first inning. It's now on to the bottom of the first. Trey Turner leading things off. 2-2 count against Trevor Bauer, who has struggled this season. And a hard hit ball from Trey Turner, but fielded by Andujar, and that's out number 1. Now it's Juan Soto. 1-1 count to him. That's going to be into the right center field gap. A 1-out double for Soto as he's into scoring position here in the bottom of the first inning. Next batter up is Evan White. Can Evan White do anything here? Just swing away, works the count full, and he misses. That's ball 4. So it's first and second now with 1 out for Michael Busch, who's also going to work a full count. And he's going to hit a ball. That's going to be a pop fly. It's going to be caught by Dominguez. And they're not going to tag up, so it's still first and second now with 2 outs, and Patrick Bailey's up. So it's a 1-1 count, and Bailey's going to pop one up to the infield, so nothing going for the Mariners here in the bottom of the first inning. We move things on to inning number 2. It's Mike Ford the dish. He's first pitch swinging. And he's going to hit a ground ball to Turner. That's out number 1. Beautiful. Now it's Andujar, where we're going to shift to the left, play the outfield normally, and it's a 1-1 count. He's going to pop one up into left center field. Clase makes the play for out number 2, and now it's Mitch Haniger at the plate. We're going to pitch to him. It's a 1-2 count, and Soroka strikes him out. Gets through a scoreless second inning here. We move things on to the bottom half of the inning now. Kyle Lewis at the dish. And he's going to poke one out to right field. Will it land in? It will not. Haniger puts it away for out number 1. Now it's Keith Ron Moss, works a 3-0 count. Will he walk? He will. So Keith Ron Moss draws a walk. We're going to just have him steal second here on the first pitch. Does not like the jump, so he stays. And then we're going to take another pitch with Clase. All right, 2-0. And now we're going to swing away. As he gets a dribbler to first to the pitcher. Bauer gets the lead runner, but not Clase at first. So 2 down, Clase on second. We're going to hit and run. 0-1 count. And it does not get through, and it's not an infield hit either, so nothing going for the Mariners there. On to the top of the third now for Soroka again. It is Gary Sanchez at the dish now. So outfield deep, shift to the left, pitch to him, and he's first pitch swinging. Here comes the delivery, and he's going to ground into that shift for out number 1 in the inning. Next batter up is DJ LeMahieu. Just everything's normal for him. It's a 1-1 count. That's going to be right back at Soroka. Makes the grab. Here's Alexander Vargas. Pitch to him. 2-0 count. That's not a good sign. But he's going to get it past Turner, who could not make the diving snag. So Vargas with his speed is on first base. It's now Gleyber Torres, who we're going to weak shift to the left here. And pitch to 2-2 count, and he goes down swinging. Soroka gets him. Beautiful. Still a 1-0 lead. On to the bottom of the third. Trevor Bauer facing Trey Turner. And that's going to be a pop-up into right field as Haniger makes the play for out number 1. Now it's Juan Soto. Works a 1-2 count. And he goes down swinging. Not great there. So 2 down. It's Evan White. 1-1 count. And it's going to be a diving snag, but no throw made by Vargas. So Evan White with an infield single. And now it's Michael Bush. Works a full count. And he whiffs through it. Strike 3, nothing going. We're on to the top of the 4th inning. Soroka's still on the hill. Jason Dominguez, we are going to weak shift to the right. Outfield deep. And we're actually going to pitch around him. That's not good. 3-0. And he walks. So Jason Dominguez on first base. Now it's Giancarlo Stanton, who we're going to pitch to. It's a 1-1 count. They're going to try to steal second. Patrick Bailey's throw is in time. Let's go. The 65 arm gets Dominguez, cuts him down. So it's a 1-2 count now to Stanton, who we get to pop off the end of the bat as White makes the play. It's 2 down now. Nobody on after the caught stealing from Patrick Bailey. And now it's Mike Ford to the dish. 3-1 count to him. And he's going to walk. So Mike Ford takes his base. Now it's Andujar. 2-1 count. And he's going to rip a ball into left center field. It's gone. Not good. That's a 2-run shot, and the Yankees now lead 3-0 here in Game 4, as Soroka's starting to not pitch so well here in the 4th. We are going to try to get through the 4th with Soroka, though. So Haniger, shift him to the left. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball as Turner makes that one. And they finally get to the inning, but not before the Yankees tack on 2 more to make it a 3-0 lead. And Patrick Bailey's leading off the bottom of the 4th here, as he's going to swing away. First pitch. And that's in the left center field gap, up against the gasoline sign there. And Bailey's got himself a 2-out, or a leadoff double. Why do I say 2-out? A leadoff double for the NC State Wolfpack catcher, as he's on second base in scoring position. It's now Kyle Lewis at the dish. And we're going to swing away. 0-1 count. And that's going to be right at the second baseman, Mayhew, who makes the play. Bailey still on second, with 1 out now for Keith Ron Moss as a 2-1 count. And he slices one down the third base line. It gets past Andujar. Rounding third, heading home is Patrick Bailey. Moss into second with a double. And the Mariners are on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game now, thanks to Keith Ron Moss and Patrick Bailey with 2 doubles. And now it's Jonathan Clase up with Moss on second. And I think, yeah, we're going to... do I want to get somebody with the pen now, or do I want to keep Soroka through maybe the 5th? I think we'll get somebody warm up after this batter. So Clase works the count full, and he swings through it, goes down swinging. So 2 down, runner on second is Keith Ron Moss. It's Marte at the dish. We are going to warm up Van Eyck? Yeah, let's go CJ Van Eyck. He's going to come in, get warmed up. And yeah. Or no, we're going to get Aquino up in the pen. Aquino's going to come up in the pen. Marte against Bauer here at the 2-1 count. And he rips it into left center field. Marte! Marte ties the game at 3. 442 feet off the bat of Marte. What has gotten into him? Oh my God, ties the game at 3, and we're back in it. A huge 4th inning here for the Mariners bats. As Trevor Bauer has blown the lead, Trey Turner now steps in the batter's box. It's a 1-2 count, and he goes down swinging, so we move things on to the top of the 5th inning. Soroka on the hill against Gary Sanchez. Do we leave him in, or do we pitch it? I think we're going to see what he does against Sanchez here. So we're going to shift Sanchez to the left, we're going to play him deep, and then we're going to pitch to him. It's a 1-2 count. What's going to happen here? That's going to be hit very hard, but right at the center fielder, Clase. So that's going to be the end of Soroka's day. He goes 4 1/3, and now Ismael Aquino has entered the game to face DJ LeMahieu here. 1-0 count. And that's going to be popped up into shallow left field. Soto makes the play, and he makes the running catch. So now we move things on to the next batter in the inning. It's Alexander Vargas at the dish. We're going to pitch to him. 0-1 count. Ground ball second base. Turner makes the play. Beautiful. Scoreless inning for the Mariners there. Move things on to the bottom of the 5th. Juan Soto leading things off against Trevor Bauer. And that's going to be hit down the left field line. Juan Soto with a leadoff double here in the 5th inning. As we continue to hit well here. Beautiful to see. Trevor Bauer still on the hill. Evan White at the dish. Full count to White. He draws a walk. So back-to-back base runners. That's first and second. Nobody out. Now Michael Busch is up. Trevor Bauer still on the hill. 0-1 count to Busch. He's going to rip that into the left center field gap. That's going to score at least 1. And it looks like that's all it's going to score as they hold up. It's second and third. Nobody out. And the Mariners have themselves a 4-3 lead thanks to a double from Michael Busch, the DH. Now Patrick Bailey's up, and they finally bring in Rony Garcia out of the pen. And it's a 1-2 count to Patrick Bailey. And he's going to slice one past Andujar at third. That's going to score another run. It's an RBI single for Bailey, and it's now a 2-run lead for the Mariners as Patrick Bailey delivers again. Now it's Kyle Lewis at the dish. Patrick Bailey, we're going to take a pitch. We're going to take the first pitch. That's outside. Then we're going to steal second. The throw down is not in time as the catcher swipes second base, eliminates the double play. 2-0 count to Kyle Lewis now, who hits a pop-up into foul territory, and that's going to be 1 down. My God. On a 2-0 count, really? So now it's Keith Ron Moss at the dish. 1-1 count. Infield's in, and he hits it over the head of the infield. That's going to score 1, and they're sending the other runner. He's going to score as well. Patrick Bailey is also safe. It's a 2-run single for Keith Ron Moss, and the Mariners now have themselves a 7-3 lead here in the 5th inning. Jonathan Clase at the dish, and we are going to swing away with him. First pitch swinging. That's going to be not a double play, but they get the lead runner in Moss at second base. Now it's Clase up with 2 outs. And we're just going to hit and run here. First pitch, they're doing it. Marte pops it up into center field and nothing going there. But the Mariners tack on 4 runs that inning and make it a 7-3 lead as we move things on to the top of the 6th. Aquino still on the hill here facing Gleyber Torres, who we are going to shift to the left. and pitch to. So it's a 2-1 count. Ground ball into that very shift for out number 1. Now it's going to be Jason Dominguez, who we are going to weak shift to the right and play deep in the outfield. Pitch to him, it's a 3-1 count. That's never good. They walk him, so he's on first base. We're going to get somebody up in the pen now. And it's going to be somebody who can pitch long, so I think it's going to be... I might go with Brandon Williamson here. No, we're going to go with Van Eyck. Van Eyck's going to get up in the pen. Yeah, so Giancarlo's up now. We're going to shift him to the left, play the outfield deep, and pitch to him. 2-2 count. Dribbler back to the pitcher. They go to second with it. They go to first. It's a double play. Aquino with the double play. What a beautiful play from Aquino there. The former Orioles farmhand. And we get out of the inning. It's still a 7-3 lead. On to the bottom of the 6th. Trey Turner on the hill. We're going to sit down Van Eyck until there's 2 outs in the inning. And we're going to swing away there. Full count. Turner strikes out. Soto's now up. Works a 3-0 count. And he draws a walk. So he's on first base. Now it's Evan White. 1-0 count to him. And he's going to rip a ball into left field. That's going to be a base knock. Soto holds up at second, obviously. So back-to-back base runners. It's now first and second with 1 out for Michael Busch, who works a 3-1 count. The pitch to him is taken for ball 4, so bases are juiced with 1 out here for who else but Patrick Bailey, who's first pitch swinging, and he's going to get a hit. That's going to drive in 1, and they're going to hold up the runner at third base, so it's an RBI single for Patrick Bailey. The score is now 8-3. The bases are still juiced for Kyle Lewis. And we are going to get Van Eyck back up in the pen, and 2-0 count to Kyle Lewis. He pops up again with a 2-0 count into foul territory. And now it's 2 down with bases juiced for Keith Ron Moss, who has come up. 0-2 count to him. It's now Matt Wisler on the hill. And Moss hits a hard ground ball to second base. And they get out of the inning, but we do tack on 1 more, as it's now an 8-3 lead for Seattle. Here in the top of the 7th, we're going to bring in CJ Van Eyck to face Mike Ford here, as we're going to pitch to him. 0-2 count. And he plunks him. How do you plunk a guy with an 0-2 count? What are you doing? So Mike Ford's on first base, and Duhar's now up. We shift him to the left. We pitch to him. It's a 1-1 count. He grounds into that very shift for no double play, though, as Ford slides in hard to second to prevent it. Now it's Andujar, Haniger, who we also shift to the left. 1-2 count to him. He hits a ball high into left center field. That's out of here. It's a 2-run blast for Mitch Haniger. And it's now an 8-5 game. Let's try not to blow this lead again. As it's now Gary Sanchez. Shift him to the left. Outfield deep. 1-0 count. He's going to hit a ball high to left field, but that's going to be shallow, or not shallow, but shallowish, as Soto makes the catch for out number 2. Now it's DJ LeMahieu. 2-2 count to him, and he strikes out. Van Eyck gets out of it, giving up that 2-run shot, though, to Haniger. And they, chipping away at the lead here. It's now 8-5. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. Clase is on the hill. What do they have coming up next? It's, the top of the order. I don't want to bring in, really anybody who I don't need to in a game where we have this big of a lead. Well, now it's down to 3, so maybe... I'm gonna get Williamson warm right now, and then, maybe if we need to, I'll get Mills up in the pen. Yeah, so... Clase's up against Matt Wisler here. He's first pitch swinging. And he hits a ball into right field, and that's off the wall. Jonathan Clase with a double to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning as the Mariners bats here. I mean, what is going on? So he's on second base. Now it's Marte at the dish. He's going to swing away with a 2-2 count. He's going to hit a ball to third base. That could be an infield single, and it is. So it's runners on the corners here with nobody out. as Trey Turner's at the dish. And we're going to try to steal second. As he takes off, can he break up? No double play possibility. He can. Marte's on second, so it's second and third. Nobody out for Trey Turner here. He's going to swing away, and he's going to rip a ball to deep left field, but it's going to be caught right in front of the track. They're throwing home, and it's going to be not in time as Marte takes third, and Clase scores. It's now a 9-5 lead for the Mariners, and Juan Soto's at the dish now. And we are going to swing away. 2-2 count with Juan Soto. And he rips a ball right center field. That's over the wall! Let's go! A 2-run shot for Juan Soto, and the Mariners are into double digits. Beautiful. It's an 11-5 lead for Seattle now, as they bring in Yency Almonte here with 1 out. And it's Evan White at the dish now. He's going to swing away. We haven't seen this guy the entire postseason so far. And he's going to give up a high fly ball, but this one's going to be short into right in front of the track. Haniger makes the play on that one. So now it's finally the second out. Williamson's ready. I think we're going to bring him in the 8th. And Michael Busch is at the dish. Looks like this might be a walk. It is. So Michael Busch on first base. Patrick Bailey up. First pitch swinging. Ground ball down the right field line. It's going to be another hit for Bailey. He's in there on second with another double. Runner holds up at third. So it's second and third. 2 outs for Kyle Lewis here, who swing away. 2-1 count. Can you actually get a hit this time? Oh my God. Stanton with another diving play out there in left field. But he's got hurt. But he's not serious. He's going to remain in the game. So Stanton's hurt, but he's remaining in the game as he just robs that extra base hit from Kyle Lewis. And now we're going to bring in Brandon Williamson here with this lead in the 8th inning to face Alexander Vargas. Full count. And that's ball 4. Not great. So Gleyber Torres is up now. Pitch to him. First pitch swinging is Gleyber Torres. He's going to hit a fly ball to left field. And Soto makes a diving catch. Or a running catch, it says. All right, so that's 1 down. Dominguez is now up. We are going to shift him to the left because he's a switch hitter now batting on the right side. We're going to play him deep as well. And we're going to pitch to him. 0-2 counts, and he hits a ball into center field. Clase makes the diving catch. Beautiful. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton, who we are going to obviously shift to the left and play him deep. And pitch to him. 1-1 count. Ground ball into the shift, and we get out of it. Scoreless inning for the Mariners. We're on to the bottom of the 8th now. Keith Ron Moss up against Almonte. It's an 0-1 count. He's going to hit a ball up the middle. That's a base knock for Moss. He now has 3 hits on the day. It's now Jonathan Clase. He is going to draw a walk, so back-to-back base runners for the Mariners. And it's Marte at the dish. Swing away with him. First pitch swinging. And he's going to, looks like, pop up right to Dominguez in center field, so they're not going to tag up either with his arm, so it's first and second with 1 out now. Top of the order, Trey Turner. Just swing away. Don't get too fancy, but he strikes out on 3 pitches. That's not good. And then Juan Soto comes up. 1-2 count to him. Pitch gets away from the catcher. It's now a 2-2 count with runners on second and third and 2 outs. Juan Soto swinging at the next pitch. Hits a ground ball up the middle, but that's going to be the end of the inning as it does not get through. So we move things on to the top of the 9th now. Can Brandon Williamson close this game out? Mike Ford at the dish. Pitch to him. It's a full count. They walk him. That's not good. We're going to get somebody up in the bullpen just in case. Somebody like, I don't particularly want to get Wyatt Mills up here, but we are going to get him up in the pen. So Wyatt Mills comes up in the pen here. We're going to shift Andujar to the left, and we're going to pitch to him. He's first pitch swinging. He's grounding into that very shift into a double play. 2 down. And the Yankees are down to their final out here in the American League Division Series. Brandon Williamson, Mitch Haniger. Shift him to the left, pitch him. It's a 2-1 count. Ground ball to Marte, fires it across, and the Mariners have won the 2024 Division Series as they are moving on to the ALCS for the first time in forever. I don't know. When was the last time they were in the ALCS, if they were ever? I forget. But it's been first time in this series for sure. So Mariners advance. Yankees are eliminated. Patrick Bailey obviously gets series MVP. I mean, who else would have gotten it, man? 4 hits in this game, 4 for 5. He had 2 runs driven in, scored twice himself. I mean, just incredible. Soroka not great in his short rest, but, he get the job done. The bats picked him up. Beautiful. Just beautiful to see here. Patrick Bailey gets a hit machine achievement. And let's see what the playoff coverage here looks like. So playoff coverage, and it's a 2-2 tie series, Spiders and Royals, so we will see who we're going to be playing in the next round.